The bombing of Hiroshima. Behind the decision. But before we dive in, kindly subscribe to this channel for more of such history. Also like, share, and comment on the videos. You will be blessed if you do so. Thank you. On August 6th, 1945, a single bomb destroyed an entire city, Hiroshima, Japan. In seconds, tens of thousands of lives were lost. But behind this act, one of the most controversial in human history, lies a web of politics, warfare, morality, and an urgent desire to end the most devastating conflict the world had ever known: World War II. Today, we go behind the decision to drop the atomic bomb. By mid-1945, World War II had raged for 6 years. Nazi Germany had surrendered in May. But Japan, despite catastrophic losses, fought on. American forces faced fierce resistance in battles like Iwo Jima and Okinawa, where tens of thousands died on both sides. Military strategists warned that a full-scale invasion of mainland Japan would be even bloodier, projected to cause over 1 million Allied casualties and millions of Japanese deaths. The Pacific War was brutal, and Japan showed no signs of unconditional surrender. While war raged across the globe, in secret laboratories in the US, Britain, and Canada, the Manhattan Project was in full swing. This top-secret program, initiated in 1939, aimed to harness the power of nuclear fission. On July 16, 1945, in the deserts of New Mexico, the first successful atomic bomb was tested: Trinity. The blast was more powerful than anyone had imagined. President Harry S. Truman, who had just assumed office after Roosevelt's death in April, now had the most powerful weapon in history at his disposal. In late July 1945, Truman met with Churchill and Stalin at the Potsdam Conference. There, the Allies issued the Potsdam Declaration, demanding Japan's unconditional surrender or face prompt and utter destruction. Japan's response was silence, or as it was interpreted, rejection. Their leaders were divided. Some wanted peace. Others insisted on preserving the emperor's role and avoiding occupation. To Truman and his advisors, Japan's refusal confirmed that more decisive action was needed. Truman faced a terrible choice: invade Japan at the cost of possibly millions, or use the bomb. He chose the latter. Why Hiroshima? It was a major military hub, relatively untouched by bombing, which would showcase the atomic bomb's full effect. It also had minimal Allied POW presence, avoiding friendly fire deaths. On August 6, 1945, the American B-29 bomber Enola Gay took off from Tinian Island. At 8:15 a.m., the crew dropped Little Boy, a uranium-based atomic bomb, over Hiroshima. In an instant, Hiroshima was engulfed in a blinding flash. Temperatures soared above 4,000 degrees Celsius, 7,200 degrees Fahrenheit. Buildings were vaporized. Around 70,000 people died instantly, many of them civilians. By the end of 1945, 140,000 had perished due to injuries and radiation. The devastation was unprecedented. Survivors, hibakusha, suffered for decades from burns, cancer, and trauma. 3 days later, a second bomb, Fat Man, was dropped on Nagasaki, killing another 40,000 instantly. On August 15, 1945, Emperor Hirohito addressed the nation. The first time a Japanese emperor had ever spoken directly to his people. He announced Japan's surrender. The war was over. But was it the bomb that ended it? Historians continue to debate the bombing's necessity. Some argue the bomb saved lives, ending the war quickly and avoiding a bloody invasion. Others say Japan was already on the brink of surrender, and that the Soviet Union's declaration of war on Japan on August 8th may have been more decisive. Some claim it was a message to Stalin, a display of American power in the emerging Cold War. Others question the morality of targeting civilian cities. In 1945, though, most Americans supported the decision. Truman said he had no regrets. "We used the bomb," he wrote, "to shorten the agony of war." The Hiroshima and Nagasaki bombings ushered in the nuclear age. The world now lived under the shadow of atomic warfare. Today, Hiroshima is a symbol of peace. The Hiroshima Peace Memorial Park stands where the bomb dropped, urging the world to remember, to reflect, and to never repeat the past. The decision to drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima was not simple. It was made in a time of war, under immense pressure, with incomplete knowledge and unimaginable consequences. Whether it was right or wrong may never have a clear answer. But understanding the context, the motives, and the outcomes can help us learn. Not only from the horror of war, but also from the power we wield as human beings. May we always remember Hiroshima, not just as a tragedy, but as a call to conscience. Do you think this could have been avoided? Let's know your thoughts in the comments section. Also, subscribe to the channel for more intriguing stories.